A bunch of years ago, we were working in a house in Chappaqua. The family were away. The daughter was home. She was about, 17-ish. I think it was the day before Christmas Eve we're leaving. We had just put a bunch of stuff back. The Christmas tree was up. The family was coming home the next day. I go home. I get a page. There's a pager then. Were you at Wayland's today? I said, I was. She said, you've got to go back over there. What happened? She said, one of your guys did something and there's a problem over there. I said, all right. I drive over. I walk in the front door. Laying on the floor is an antique grandfather clock in pieces. I walk into the living room, see beer cans. I walk into the kitchen, a couple more cans. She's supposed to be there on her own. I go through the garbage, bunch of other cans. There's nobody in the house. I look down the back, the pool house. Thing is dancing. There's a bunch of them down there. So I go down and I said to her, I said, listen, what happened up here with the clock? She said, I know what you mean. So she comes up and she looks. Oh, she said, that was one of your guys just before you left. I said, it was the last out the door. And she said, well, you're going to have to talk to my dad when he goes home about that. And I says, look, I can have one or two conversations with your father. I can tell your dad that you're down in the boathouse or in the pool house smoking weed with a bunch of guys, or you can tell me the truth. And then you can tell him the truth when he gets here. So make up your mind. I said, I don't care, because I wasn't going to eat the clock, because I was the last out of there. And she told me they were running around the living room. The dog was chasing them. Dog hit the thing, knocked it down. I said, when is your dad home? He said, he'll be home in about an hour. I said, okay. I said, get your friends out of here. I says, and meet me back up here in a couple of minutes. She came back up. Father came in. I heard about this. What happened? I pointed to the girl. She said, Dad, it was the dog. Nothing to do with these guys. Sorry. She said, that's my grandmother's clock. It was like Austrian or something. But she would have happily allowed me to take the blame for that if I hadn't just found a couple of cans and kind of followed my nose and found them down at the pool house. It would have been not so much a horror story, but a relief. But one of those ones, if I'd have missed that couple of beer cans and wasn't able to track that girl down, I don't.
Oh man.
There's not enough money I would have had in my work, liability policy